Ladies and gentlemen, on March 28th, the greatest nation of Nigeria shall be exercising the continuity of democracy in Nigeria by re-electing President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. As you all know, it is the giant of Africa. It is a country that East, West, North, South looks to. Therefore, we are here in support of our country, of our nation, continental nation. It is very personal. Personal. That is why we're here.
I am also the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Dialogue and Peaceful Resolution of Security Challenges in the North, the committee that has been saddled with the responsibility of dialoguing, and indeed has been dialoguing with the Boko Haram group. We have in Nigeria today an opposition that has never been so organized. An opposition that is highly vociferous, an opposition that is even desperate. And so because of this desperation, they tend to use everything at their disposal: mudslinging, blackmail, intimidation, and threat for the purpose of achieving political power. It's left for people to decide whether or not indeed political power can be acquired through the process of intimidation and blackmail. Now, my colleague, the Honorable Minister of Aviation, had spoken about the transformation that had taken place in the aviation industry. And we challenged the opposition, and indeed everybody, to say, pick up any sector in Nigeria today, and then engage us. And then we'll be able to speak with you and say that Mr. President's transformation agenda has been so wide, has been so incisive, and has been able to achieve a lot never before achieved in Nigeria's political history. Let's take the economy for instance. But the problem now is that the opposition go about telling Nigerians that President Goodluck Jonathan is one that is sponsoring Boko Haram. It's a fact. And we ask them how. The president that has committed so much in arming Nigerian armed forces and security agencies certainly cannot be said to be a sponsor of Boko Haram. In any case, Boko Haram had been there on the landscape even before President Goodluck came on the space. If you say that it's President Goodluck or government that is sponsoring Boko Haram, we had a situation similar to this in 1982, the Metisine saga, when President Shehu Shagari was president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Did anybody accuse President Shehu Shagari of being the sponsor of Metisine?
No.
No. Nigerians at that time saw it as a national problem. And Nigerians altogether rose to the situation and then addressed the problem. In 1994, when the presidential candidate of the APC was the head of state, a military head of state, we had the Bulunkutu crisis, which was an offshoot of Metisine. Did anybody accuse Buhari of being the mastermind or sponsor of Bulunkutu? Nobody did. Again, we saw it as a serious national problem. But today, Nigerians, because some Nigerians like making fortune out of other people's misfortune, are now seeing it and going to tell gullible Nigerians that indeed government is the sponsor of this. When INEC took a decision independently to say that they are going to extend the time of the election, a lot of people were saying that it was a gimmick from the security agencies.
My question will be to the Special Duty Minister. When you were making your presentation, you said that you were dialoguing with the Boko Haram. And my question is, I'd like you to explain how you've done that. Is it through a telephone call, conference meeting? Where and how did you dialogue with Boko Haram? I would like
Peter. Yes, I said we've been dialoguing with members of the Boko Haram sect. And that was it. Now when Mr. President decided in his wisdom that Nigeria fighting insurgency should adopt the carrot and stick approach, because a lot of Nigerians were showing concern that opportunity should be given for peaceful resolution of the crisis. And so Mr. President set up this committee. At the time we were inaugurated, we were asked to meet with them, find them wherever they are, and not just find key elements of the insurgents and then dialogue with them. It was not easy, because it's like taking a person into Atlantic Ocean and then dropping in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean without navigational aid and asking them to move to safety. But I want to assure you, and speaking with all sense of responsibility, that we had about 17 links. 17 links. We followed these links, and out of these 17, we discovered that only 3 were credible. Out of these 3 credible links, 2 matched together, and we had 2. At the end of the day, we were able to get to them. Initially.
But I want to go move to Nigeria, but I'm scared still. My children are trying to prevent me from going home because there's no security. What are we doing with our police? How are we trying to make it secure that people will come home? I want to go, and I'm scared. So how are we going to help?
We do appreciate that the issue of security is not restricted to the issue of terrorism alone. But when I spoke in the context of the argument of the opposition, because for them, security is and should be restricted to the issue of terrorism alone, and I've spoken extensively on that. Go to any city in Nigeria today, and indeed people will tell you that there is remarkable improvement, because there is remarkable improvement in the security infrastructure in Nigeria today. More police have been recruited, more working tools have been given to them, and so more than ever now, you discover that Nigerian security operators are more and more effective than they used to be.